Saying like, what do you enjoy more?
Okay, so well, I love
Taking pictures of food,
food and travel.
food and travel.
Yeah, that's my main. And then obviously now, since I'm a mother, taking pictures of my kids has maybe
Yeah.
got them.
And
to
that's
the top
like
of
the
that
best
list.
thing to have like a mother who's a photographer, because
Yeah.
your lives are gonna be
Documented. I don't know if it's the best thing or the worst thing. I don't know if my kids are gonna love it or hate it.
No, because when they're like teenagers, they'll definitely hate it.
Yeah.
But once you grow old,
Yeah.
you'll start appreciating it more in a very different way. Like, at least
100%,
mom has like a whole archive of all these little steps that we took, and
Yeah.
and you're a professional photographer. It's not.
Crappy photos.
So sorry to say, the other moms who just take like with like a phone and that's it. You take your time, make sure like the background is good and everything.
Can I just put a shameless plug in there?
Yeah.
So there's this company called Photo Nzuri, right?
Uh-huh.
And they make albums straight from your phone pictures. And I just discovered it the other day, and they have a photo app as well. And I just think it's a freaking great
Wait,
idea.
where are they based?
Kenya.
Ooh.
So that's an amazing idea because all you do is send your photos, make the album. I think it has to be a minimum of 24 photos.
Yeah.
And then they send it to you, and it's so reasonably priced.
How much?
Like I think if something like 650 bob for an A5 24-page hardcover
I know
book.
that's okay.
Something
That's
yeah.
super decent. It
Yeah,
means
very
basically
decent.
anybody can do that. And
Anybody
what
can make a
better
book.
way to
Yeah. Because where are your phone pictures going? Nowhere.
Nowhere.
So all you have to do is take pictures, put them up, upload them to the app, get it delivered to your doorstep.
They have an app?
Yeah, they have
Okay,
their
so
own app.
I'll just make sure I download that app before
Yeah.
we even leave here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so speaking about like just even you said food photography and travel, right? And I told you like there's somebody who also came here and they spoke highly of you, and they said you've been a very big influence to them. And if it wasn't for you, I'm not lying. Why
no,
why
it's
not?
making me so
I'm not
happy.
lying. They say that if it wasn't for you, they had a very hard time finding like their own lane.
Okay.
And they say they respect like you, and think is what's the other lady's name who does like food? Okay, I can't remember if he said that you're both friends, but he said like specifically you and this Sunny Sun.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's made me so happy.
Yeah. He said like I was like, what? Tatiana? We're talking about Tatiana?
Why are you getting so shocked?
No, because I wasn't expecting, like, because I've never seen, like, even bumped into you guys anywhere together, so I
Yeah.
didn't know that he knows you like that.
Yeah.
So for him to say that, and Sunny San takes amazing pictures.
Yeah, his food photography
Yeah.
has just
amazing. And he's saying, like, because I couldn't, like, I have never seen you guys together or seen you guys behind the scenes working together.
Yeah.
So that caught me off guard, and I was like, yo, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think if I remember correctly, we met through Mandy. I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then you run into each other at these food events and stuff like that. And I
Yeah.
follow him on Instagram. He follows me. So it's one
Yeah.
of those things that we.
You're
you
both
feel like you
foodies,
know
and it's
each
like,
other.
yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those, and I love his food photography, and I'm like
He's
always
amazing.
comment. Yeah, he's really great. So that's a really nice thing to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a good thing to hear.
Yeah,
first
very,
of all,
very
and
nice,
I mean
yeah.
just getting from. Do you get similar DMs with people who are trying to just get in like the same line of work that you're doing?
I do. I do get a lot of messages like that, and I just don't know how to reply.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people asking me
You
like,
can
I'm
do
starting food
anything you want,
or-
but just stick close to the mic.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, just like help me out. What camera should I use and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And for me, I find it very difficult to kind of reply to these emails because it's such a personal journey. And
There's no specific,
thing I should tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, firstly it's your eye. Like you have to be unique in what you do and like
Yeah.
very confident in what you do and just be happy before you shouldn't let other people kind of determine your photographic style, and that's what makes you so unique, and that's what makes people want to use your work.
Yeah.
So for me, and I just don't feel like I'm at that level yet to start teaching people, even though I've gotten
You
a
can
lot of
inspire.
requests.
You can inspire. I mean, it doesn't need to be like direct. Because I've gotten like. Speaking of that, somebody asked me yesterday, like, yo, I have a team of media guys. 4 of them. I want you to train them. You see,
Wow.
I don't have a specific way that I can take these guys through a course like you. And these are people who are already like doing like regular 8 to 5s. That they know how to operate.
The camera.
But she's like, no, I want you to train them how you do your thing.
Yeah.
Like make it more, funky and not just like the same old boring shots and everything.
Yeah.
So, like even for me, I don't have a specific formula on how I can do that. But all I need to do is like just sit down, look at what I enjoy doing, and just give them like small tips and a blueprint of it. And that's it, because there is no specific cause for doing this.
Yeah.
I don't think there is, especially with the digital platform. Everything keeps evolving every single day.
Yeah. No, I guess that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
it's maybe it's intimidating. I mean, you don't want to like.
It's
start
like a whole
something-
responsibility
Yeah,
dumped on you, and then you're like, yo,
exactly.
you don't want anything to go wrong.
Yeah, then their whole career is messed up, and they're like, well, Tats, I took your
No,
advice, and I'm
no.
like,
No,
hold up.
no, but I think from where you are, you do amazing work, Tatiana.
you,
And
thank
I've
you.
seen you like even just how you pay attention to everything that you're doing. I'm surprised you haven't taken pictures of
I
your
was
food.
thinking about that, but he took my phone to charge.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it's very tricky, but at the same time you have to understand that uncertainty is always there. Like even for me, I always have it there, but even throughout the podcast, I've realized it's something that's always there with everyone. But that should never be what a client should ever see,
Yeah.
or even just somebody who looks up to you, because they'd be
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming to you asking for, you're like, yes, there is no specific way, but what I'm doing, like, because for me, when you come and ask me about my video, I'll be like, yo, bro, trust me, I got you covered. You
Yeah.
remember when I told you, like, the birthday, like, I got this
Yeah.
covered.
Yeah.
And my whole intention was like, yo, I want to make sure that if somebody sees this video, they get the emotional story
Oh, it was
telling that
emotional.
was in that video. Yeah. And even for me, it was hard when I was shooting it, because like I was trying to capture all those moments, when people are crying, their
was so many
hugs,
cries.
and everything. Like, people were crying so much. I was like, what? What the hell is this, man? What did I get myself into? But now when I went to edit, I was like, yeah, now this makes more sense. And I had so much much fun editing it, because I was like sure, 100% sure, like if anybody who sees it, it just triggers those tears like immediately.
Yeah.
But you see, like I have that confidence, because I can just tell when I'm shooting, like, yo, even though somebody else can do it this way, I don't think they can do it like the way I'm doing it right now.
Amen.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, don't be afraid of all those responsibilities. It's like when a company is coming to you for partnership. You're not used to this, so you're like, maybe if it's your first partnership, you're like, yo, this is
Crazy.
a whole other different
Yeah.
responsibility. Like, yo, how do I do this without making them feel like, I'm not sure about what, but they've already spotted that in you.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't have any self-doubt, because everybody is like always has like, something new that they're trying to learn, and I think that's where the self-doubt will always come in, because I don't know how to do this yet.
Yeah.
But it's a learning process. Once somebody comes to you, they're like, yo,
There's something.
she has it covered.
Yeah.
Tatiana got this. Don't
Yeah.
worry. She has it handled.
I guess maybe I should just be sending out messages with like a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Like,
Just,
listen, these are my tips, but just
but
know.
just, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. And now they'll be so confused, and even more confused, because there's so many people online that people look up to. But if somebody comes specifically to you, just give them that. Trust me, it's a guarantee, because you're already living proof.
Yeah.
You're living proof that you're doing it. So don't give anybody like advice.
Man, this
'Cause
podcast is so good for my ego.
Oh,
Maybe we should do this weekly.
I will do it more often. Because think about it this way. People like who inspired you? Who are some of the people who inspired you? Let's say Jumbo.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See?
I mean, that's exactly why I wanted to intern with him.
Yeah, like even just working with him, and even with him, like when you watch the podcast, there's some things he'll still be like, yo, I don't have the answers to this, but the confidence that he exudes when he's there and talking about what he does and everything, he's like, yo, he's giving you that assurity, like this
Yeah.
is gonna be done proper.
Yeah.
If I'm giving you this price tag, I know I'm giving you this price tag.
Yeah.
I got you covered.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
I-
I also
wait-
read something the other day. Sorry, as you're saying that, like that was so.
Before you forget, do you think you wanna take care of baby, or she's good? Is she good? We had to take a small commercial break. The baby was hungry, but Tatiana was hungry, yeah.
Oh Oh, those are good.
So yeah, we were just talking. Oh, no, those wings are one of my favorites. So we're talking about how, what were we saying? I guess people who inspired you, like in your journey, and how like uh, somebody like Jambo like exudes that confidence. Like when I'm giving you this price tag, I know I'm giving you this price tag. It's because I'm gonna deliver this, and it's gonna give you that impact or output that you actually wanted in your work. So I
The
mean,
quality, yeah.
and quality, yeah. So apart from Jambo, who else like would you say like has been the biggest influence in?
So one of the biggest influences I've had is Mariella Fura. And
Who's that?
She's a Kenyan photographer.
Kenyan?
Yes.
No way.
Well, Lebanese descent, but I mean Kenyan. Like she grew up here.
No, like she's even here right now.
Yeah, and she's a documentary photographer. Her style of photography is not my style of photography, but she inspired me so much just because oh man, you should just look at her work. I think after this, just go and look at her work because she's really big. But basically,
Is she your friend?
she's a family friend. So
Okay,
that's
so
one of
now
the-
you have to get her in the podcast, right?
No. I swear to God, it was just because, I mean, she's one of the people that I saw doing something that I wanted to be doing. And her work was also so amazing. And also the stories that she tells are so touching. Like, I mean, it's something really close to her and it's really heartbreaking. But I mean, she was really opening your eyes to a lot of the stuff that goes on around the world, which, I mean, it's
Makes
deep.
you look at have photography in her ends, just have like a deeper meaning to it.
Yeah, like she has
just
a
taking
very
pictures.
yeah. I mean, I don't think you need to be a photographer for either reason. I mean, whether you want to tell a deep story or whether you just want to take beautiful photos, it's up to you. And I respect either side. But yeah, she's like photojournalist, documentary photographer, tells the most heartbreaking stories, and her images are amazing. And
Heartbreaking?
Yeah, I mean, there are
Or
some
like-
stories that you see. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
also
yeah.
because she's a photojournalist, so she's covered a lot of heartbreaking stories, and also sexual abuse in children, a lot of things. And yeah, she's just amazing also because it's somebody that I've known growing up, and then I thought, I want to be like her.
Yeah.
Knowing somebody that close to you that's doing something that you want to do is also just, it motivated me a lot.
Yeah.
So I think that was actually my biggest inspiration
Wow.
when I first started.
When do you think was the first time that after like just maybe a gig or a photography job, or after just something that you did, an experience that you had that made you say like, what, I'm actually think I'm going all out with this?
Wow.
Even just taking that leap, like telling your parents like, I want to go and study like photography and art. What triggered that?
Well, I think, like I said, like school is just not for everybody. And unfortunately, that was just my case. Fortunately or unfortunately, that was just
But
my
you can't
case.
tell your parents that. That's not a conversation you're going to have with your mom, like, mom and dad.
Oh, but that's the kind of parents I had. So
You
that's
told
what I'm
them
saying.
that?
I just said, I didn't say school is not for me. I mean,
Yeah,
just said, like this is something that I am finding really amazing. I'm loving doing this.
Yeah.
And I think they saw that. And they were like, you know what, just go and follow that. And I'm lucky because I have both my parents are the kind of parents who allow me to kind of follow anything that I would want to do. So, I mean, it could be the silliest thing that, I don't know, that I could think of. But they
like
would
a
still
clown?
Yeah.
They
My
still
parents would,
promote
yeah.
that?
I mean, I think maybe my dad would have a harder time than my mom.
Those are very supportive parents.
No, but they are because I mean,
Yeah.
I think yeah. I'm really lucky with
Okay,
with my
that's
family. Yeah.
and that's also, I think, for a lot of artists, they struggle with that because most parents wouldn't take it seriously
Yeah.
from the word get-go.
Yeah.
Like like if you just told them like I want to go into art.
Yeah.
Not so many parents are always supportive, and at times it has to be like you be a rebel, go and do it, and actually once you start succeeding in it, that's when they're like, okay, now we understand why you
Yeah.
wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But that wasn't your case.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
So what about like maybe your friends? Did they think? Because even in art, because I'm an artsy person. Maybe
Yeah.
you have friends who like clock in and out. They're always in suits and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have supportive friends, or do you have like those friends who are like, you need to figure your shit out?
No, I mean, I had a lot of-
I mean, come on. Are you telling us you'll just be taking this? So, I mean, is this like a nice thing to do for a retirement plan? Did you ever have one of those? I had one. I've had those
Friends?
all
Yeah.
along. Yeah, all
I
along.
mean-
Like people are not sure about what you're doing, and they're
Yeah.
like, until they need something from you, and then you give them like,
Yeah.
your rate card.
No, I think that I've had very supportive friends. Not I think, I know. I've had very supportive
Yeah.
friends. So in that...
lucky you.
Yeah, very lucky. But then also I know I have friends who may have been like, oh, I don't know what she's doing,
Yeah,
but
we're
would
not
never have
sure.
told me
Yeah.
to my face,
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I know I've had those kind of friends, but I think now that they've seen what I've been through and where I am at now, that they completely understand what I've
Yeah.
what I've been doing with my time. But yeah, like I said, my closest family and my closest friends, very supportive. So it didn't really matter what anybody else was
So
saying to me.
it's also very important, I think, as an artist to either surround yourself with either, first of all, positive, or people who just understand what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, not
Or
even
people who
with
have
your
the same
profession, in
interests.
life.
Just in life, just being positive.
Yeah,
Because it might not be something that you understand, but if you support this person, you just never know. And
yeah,
what I've come to learn with life people who are very consistent with what they do, it's always evolving into something that it's always growing into something.
yeah,
It's always growing into something. And I think I've also just even seen that with you. Because I remember, and that's why even on the Instagram, I'm asking you what Instagram account am I
using.
Because the one that I started, honestly, that I've been following for the longest time was
Tatiana Karanja.
So even when Mama Olive popped up, I wasn't sure whether, are we supposed to follow this, or is this for just family members? Are we invited in this segment as well, or?
Yeah, so basically, my Mama Olive is more of my personal life, my motherhood journey, just life in general. And I really wanted to keep the two pages separate because I wanted my Tatiana Karanja page to be professional photography page. And I don't want to mix that with other things. I mean, if people come and see my page, I want them to be like, wow, this is a professional photographer.
Yeah.
I don't want them to get confused with all the other stuff that's going on in my life.
Yeah.
And then my motherhood journey is completely separate to that.